What's up, family? Welcome to Mini-bytes session 69, and today's topic is Elevate Others. My name is Erin McCluskey, and I'm an executive coach. I work with leaders who are looking to redefine their personal and professional definitions of success. We focus on wellness and connecting it to performance, as well as how to communicate, how to articulate the need to prioritize self-care in the workplace. So thanks for being here today. Session 69, Elevate Others. This particular topic is it was actually inspired by something I saw on the LinkedIn feed today. It was an invitation to an event, and those two words were next to each other, Elevate Others. And it prompted me to think about a few things. So what I'm going to talk about today is how do we elevate others? When do we elevate others? Why do we want to elevate others? So I want to start off by saying it's very easy to elevate others. There's no protocol or scientific formula on how to elevate others. We elevate others when we encourage others. We elevate others when we inspire others. But you see, and those of you who listen to my mini-bytes sessions or have worked with me know that I generally focus on self. I focus on prioritizing self-care. I focus on shifting a personal mindset in order to be able to show up and be more productive in life and more present for others. But in order to be more productive in life and to show up and be more present for others, it requires a constant focus on self. It requires a daily focus and prioritization of self. It's not just a choice that one makes one day and all of a sudden they say, oh yes, I prioritize self-care, and then they don't have to do it anymore. It's a constant daily practice, which is why people work with me, because it's really hard to do every day. Now, that being said, it's hard until it's not. It's a practice until it isn't. That being said, today I'm going to focus on taking it back and motivating others and elevating others and inspiring others, and why it is important for us to do that, and how it's really actually not that hard. And by focusing on ourselves, we in fact are elevating and motivating others. Let me give you an example. I personally took a leap of faith about 4 years ago, leaving the comforts of the corporate sector. My story is not terminally unique. I left to start my own business. That's where things start to get a little bit more unique. And then my own personal journey took me to a whole other level of releasing unhealthy behaviors and other manifestations that I never would have seen had I not left my previous line of work. But by leaving the corporate sector and making the choice to go at it alone and giving myself the opportunity to do so, I instantly inspired others to do the same. I had people that were in my life in different capacities, friends, coworkers, reaching out to me, asking what I had done, what they could do, and pretty much everybody got the same answer. There is definitely no protocol, and do not try what Erin does at home, because the way I do things is not necessarily the way things should be done. And quite frankly, I don't think there is a recipe for success out there. I believe that it is entirely individual. And that being said, we can inspire each other and we can encourage each other along the way, but nobody wants to hear someone's words of inspiration or encouragement to leave their comforts of the corporate sector when they haven't done it themselves, quite honestly. When it really comes down to it, let's face it, there's a saying in the world of recovery that the therapeutic value of one addict helping another is without parallel. Well, when you break that statement down, what it's actually saying is what one fellow addict can do for another is unlike what a non-recovery person can do for someone in recovery. And this theory applies across the board. Straight up, if we haven't had the experience, it makes it a little bit more difficult for us to relate. We may be more likely to judge, for example, a CEO and the challenges of a CEO if we have not ourselves been a CEO. And so anything that I talk about on any of these sessions is directly related to my own experience, and my experience with elevating others directly comes from stepping out of my own personal comfort zone, which I do every single day. And if a day goes by where I have not stepped out of my personal comfort zone, so I say I do it every single day, but I'm going to say that I do it the majority of the time, because there are days I do not step out of my personal comfort zone, which isn't all that easy to step out of these days, because I've done a lot of cool stuff in this life and I've gotten really uncomfortable, and that's kind of a theme of mine, is to get really uncomfortable, to try new things and to expand and grow into new horizons and in new ways. So if a day goes by and I haven't stepped out of my personal comfort zone, I'm either really sick and my body is literally fighting off some type of an illness, which has me in bed, which actually can be quite uncomfortable, but I'm not actively stepping out of my comfort zone in that space. I'm letting my body do its work. Or I'm dealing with some type of difficult mental or emotional state that's sort of holding me back and holding me still, which is also very uncomfortable, but I wouldn't say those are times where I'm actively stepping out of my comfort zone. That being said, I certainly take opportunities, especially during the challenging mental and emotional days, to step out of my comfort zone and honor the feelings and then move through them and continue with the momentum that I work so hard to build on a daily basis. So elevating others is pretty simple. Step out of your comfort zone, you get to elevate others. Why do we elevate others? Because it feels good, and it's a total perk to us doing what we really want to do with our lives, and it's a total side effect to stepping out of our comfort zone and challenging ourselves and allowing ourselves the opportunity to do what we love. And so we have the how, the why, and when do we do it? We'll say that's the third one. When do we do it? When do we elevate others? We can do it every single day. And so just know that you've elevated somebody today. You've elevated somebody else today by your own personal being, by showing up, by stepping out into this grand world and doing what you do on a daily basis. So thank you for that. And thank you for inspiring me. Thank you for listening to these messages. I love you all. Until the next time.